Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, baby. All right, here we go. Welcome to the show. It's the Dynasty Hot Sauce Podcast, people. And we are live tonight for a little rookie mock, little mystery mock. 3 rounds of rookie goodness. I'm LarryMonkey. Find me on that internet, baby. All over the place at Dynasty Hot Sauce, at Justin Rogers, at Rod DFF. His aquamarine t-shirt. Let's not forget about it. Oh, we're gonna eat some spaghetti tonight. Let's do this. What's happening, my man?
Man, we've up some chicken parm over here, baby. Let's go. Only the best.
Yes.
Only the best.
The spicy marinara. So I go with the chicken parm.
Man.
Always got to get the spicy marinara.
So we mocking tonight, brother? We gonna mock?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah, we'll do a little mock. We need to get a few more spots filled in here.
Yeah, so we're waiting on a few people. We're live on YouTube and Twitter or X or whatever. And Blue Sky. Nah, man, I dropped the sleeper link there. Not that much action on Blue Sky lately. Anyway,
well, it's hard to start up like that, you know.
So there's 12 spots in this Hollywood Titans, and there was a couple of some old friends in there, Uncle Piff, and oh man, Tim Henshaw. Yeah, we got this. We got some peeps in here right now.
Oh, old friends.
Yeah. So waiting on a few more heads. We got to pick our own spot. Any reason why you in particularly chose the 107?
Yeah, I wanted to get down into the crux of where these running backs might be going because I think like obviously 101 is just a gimme. In my opinion, across the board, everybody's going to be taking Genty. He's going to be like a consensus super flex or not, unless it gets into like 16 team, the 16 team realm, you know.
Right.
But he's going to be an early pick, and then you got Tet and a couple quarterbacks, and then it gets kind of murky. So I want to see how we go from here.
Yep.
I want to get into the meat of it, where decisions have to be made.
Second round.
Yeah, second round is where it's going to get really interesting. There's going to be some names that you're going to be like, oh, should I draft this guy? Do I even, late second is where I'm looking like, oh no, it's going to get ugly.
Yep.
But
all right,
we'll see.
So yeah, we'll go off at some point. I don't know what I could do if I could manually add it, or I don't know if I could fix something up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Yeah, I dumped this in a few places. So we'll see if we get any traction. But hey, what are you gonna do? I chose the 106 just because I want to be in the mix of like you said.
Yeah.
Who knows how it's gonna fall, and I feel like I could still get a I'm at the I guess I'm at like the tier, like the split of the top guys, possibly. Maybe somebody falls to me. You know how those QBs are going to roll. Who's thinking about the QBs? Wide receivers, like kind of scary. It's going to be interesting.
Yes. Yeah, kind of scary is right.
I don't know, man. There's going to be a couple of wide receivers that emerge out of this class. I'm hoping. I have a few from the Devi teams. So, all right. So yeah, looks like we got Dickie.
Yep.
Dickie's in there, baby. Down to 4. He wants to party. Let's go, baby. No, we're good. Let's go. Should we just go? Yeah, 1.75 tight end.
Absolutely.
Right. It's the same as 2-point tight end. It's the same.
Yeah, like we're always going to have a heavy tight end premium in anything we do. So let's not try to code it or dilute it down from what we normally do.
4 spots to go. Oh God, I got
4 spots.
Yeah. Left, get in this draft, friends. All right.
Go the 102. I'm curious to see what the 102 does.
Yeah.
They go Tet or one of the Cam Ward, I'm assuming.
I made a trade.
Oh, you made a trade
this week.
Oh, well, let's hear about the trade while we wait for this to get a few more people
This
in.
was trying to remember if this was yes, this was in a sleeper league. I traded Michael Penix. I traded Drake May and the 112
Okay.
for Penix and the 105.
Yeah, this is a no-brainer to me. Like Penix and Drake May are the same as far as value goes. They're the same, whatever. So the 105 versus the 112, it's so easy.
I traded
what
my
I would be doing next? I'd be trying to move like the 105 for like the 107 and 112 or 201 or something like that. I'd try to drop down a couple spots.
Somebody came right back to me with offering me Tua for Penix, and just kind of like a shit. It was like the 110. It was like, man, I don't know. I don't even know if I can see this. Let me see. Let's see how good I can work sleeper here. I just blasted out this invite. So now all my trade offers have been pushed down.
Right.
Dang it. I can't remember what this one was for, but it was just like a shift in picks and Tua and a shift in picks and Tua for Penix. I didn't like it because I don't like Tua. I don't want Tua. I just don't like it.
Yeah, they were targeting the wrong person with that. Anybody that's had an injury in the last 5 years, Larry's not interested in the offseason.
Yeah, and it's somebody we know. I mean, he should know this. Whoever I can't remember who it was. I'm looking at one screen. I'm looking at all these screens, and there's names everywhere. I get all confused. It's like trying to listen. It's like trying to sing one song in your head while one's playing outside of your head.
Yeah.
So we jumped right into it, but what's going on with you, man? You have soccer games going on right now in Mississippi?
We were actually supposed to have a soccer practice tonight, but our fields are so soggy. We had a game on Monday night, so we won that one. We're 1-1 on the season now. We were supposed to have practice tonight and a game tomorrow. It rained last night, and so they've closed the fields for 2 days, hoping that they dry out enough. But it's cold. Like the high today was 36. The high tomorrow is like 32 or something. So it's just, nothing's drying out. My yard is a swamp. It's a marsh. If you walk out there, you need boots just to walk through the yard. Everything's so wet down here. So yes, we have soccer. Spring soccer is terrible because all the rain. I mean, I don't know how it is up there, but it's just constantly raining down here.
Yeah.
But vast improvement from week 1 to week 2, as far as or game 1 to game 2, as far as what the team did. Vast improvement.
I don't know. I'm close. Four spots left. I'm gonna fucking harass TH, man. Let's do this. Fucking TH.
Wait, where's Steady Eddie at?
Steady Eddie. He commented in the Hot Sauce Listener League group chat. When I posted this, because we drop a couple of nuggets in the Hot Sauce League group chat. We got some spots open in the Hot Sauce League Listener League, so hit us up if you want to get into the Dynasty Hot Sauce Listener League. It's a fun, super cool league. You will not regret being a part of.
Looking for an orphan to adopt, we've got a couple. We're gonna have a dispersal, so come on now, get up in on this thing.
Yeah,
you can beat Larry. It's unlikely you'll beat me, but you can beat Larry.
Yeah. See how that goes, baby. Mr. Deshaun Watson. Justin Tucker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spots to go. I just harassed TH. I wonder if there's anyone other. Who else can I shoot a single text to and be like, get in this draft right now? I didn't think it would come to this.
Where's Troy at?
Yeah, where's Troy?
Man, he's gotten too busy for us. He's got his jewelry business. He's ditching the fantasy world.
Yeah, let's go. Steady. I just sent Steady Eddie the link.
I pestered him in the hot sauce chat.
Yeah. That's Danny Zuzo's brother-in-law, I believe. Yeah. So that's who's got the 101. So we just start the draft and I'll just pause it or whatever, or what should we do?
I wish there was something more interesting to talk about when we
I could
clicked on
drop
the
down.
101.
I could drop down to the 102, and you could drop down to the 105.
Yeah, we could do that. I moved to the 105. That way we can get it going, and then if people come in, they can.
There you go.
All right,
Start
let's
it.
start it. We could chit chat about the first 4 or 5 picks
There
anyway.
you go. All right, Danny Suzo's on the clock. Ready? D A. Oh, someone's typing.
That's me. I'm trying to type it too, but it wouldn't.
Oh, you're trying to. It's not working for me. I'm not getting an at. Like, oh, he has joined the draft. Danny Suzo. Let's go, Danny Suzo. Imagine if he times out. That would be amazing.
I'm looking. I don't know why it won't at him either.
Interesting. Sleeper. So I know that Ruben's looking for. He's got some orphans. The Superflex DGen. He's the commissioner of a lot of super fun.
Yeah, are you going to join this Debbie League?
Man, I wanted the next league I get in to be a startup, and I just don't. Man, I'm in like a perfect 10 leagues right now that each hold like a place in my heart.
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't know. I wanted to see the players. He didn't send me any kind of spreadsheet or players or anything. So
yeah, I didn't send you the assets either.
Right. That would play a role because if there's like some sweet guys there that I could, that are already on my list.
I'm gonna go look at these while we're talking about it, just because I'm curious what it looks like.
Danny Suzo down to 23 seconds. Well, we'll let him auto pick. It's a pretty chalky pick. What are your thoughts on Travis Hunter?
I think he's going to play more corner than wide receiver. And so,
you don't think that's a smoke screen?
No, I think that he's just a better corner than.
All right, Stephen Murphy. Come on. Oh, look, they're asking me if I could. They're asking me. Let's see, PU auto pick or set a play. I'm going to set a player manual.
He's online. It shows. I just wish I could.
All right. All right, I'm on the clock. Let's.
All right. Obviously, Ashton, GMT, yada yada yada. We're pretty easy. Oh, I guess if you start it, people can't join. It says team 6, team 7. Once there's a pick going, I guess you can't. I don't know.
Well, that sucks.
Well, that's okay. We'll just let the CPU.
I mean, I could restart the draft. There's only one pick.
No, because look, then we got to try and get everybody from in.
Oh yeah, you know what? They blew it. Yeah, whatever. We'll get the pick. We'll get to pick the players.
Yeah.
All right.
So who are you going with the 102 there, sir? Real curious.
Well, that's why I didn't want the 102. I was just like,
right.
1.75. I guess I got to go where everybody. I mean, if you look at like DLF rankings, it's like Jinty and McMillan are 1, 2, 2, 1. The one leading in Jinty's spot. So you really can't go on much other unless you have like a big need. If you hate them, but I guess you got to go Ted here. If I have the 102, I'm probably going him because I do have the 102, and I guess I will with him. I mean, if Travis Hunter is drafted by a wide receiver as a wide receiver, if they're like wide receiver, everyone says he's the guy to get. But again, landing spot. If he goes to New England, man, I don't know.
Right.
But he's the guy right here. Unless you want to go QB with that 102, Cam Ward goes to a sweet spot. But give me that one.
Yeah, it's Ted. I don't know how I feel about that. I think if once the QBs hit their landing spots, they're going to rise a little bit. But there's Cam Ward off the board, still chalky right now. Amari and Hampton at the 4. There's someone planting a flag right there. I mean, nice. I like Amari and Hampton, but
I would have went Ward. That's why I was struggling with either with Ted or with Ward, Cam Ward, because he's obviously going to go. He's going to be one of the top couple of picks overall in the
Yeah.
draft, and
See,
he
this is why I didn't want the 105 because I didn't want to take the chalk pick.
Well, what is it?
I mentioned it last week that I'm going to plant my flag on this guy right here.
Yeah, you love that guy.
I just think he's a good quarterback.
All right. Well, now we can debate. I think I know who I would go here.
Where would you go, Travis Hunter?
No, I'm going to go Travion Henderson here.
And see, I would have gone Tyler Warren.
1.75.
Yeah.
I think, man, Henderson is going to get a nice, sweet spot. He's going to land in a nice spot where they're just going to, I don't know. I traded him away, so I figure that's the reason.
I could see Henderson going early second to like the Raiders. I could see that absolutely happening.
Yeah, but I think so. I traded him and Mark Andrews for Trey McBride.
Sure.
In the middle of right before Mark Andrews started going nuts. Literally the week before Mark Andrews started to look like Mark Andrews. Remember, he had like 3 weeks of shit.
Well, yeah, no, he was freaking awful for the first part of the season, and it wasn't even that he started looking like Mark Andrews. He just started catching touchdowns every week.
I needed a tight end, and I threw out Travion because these running backs are always hit or miss, and I was like, you know what? Let me lock up like Trey McBride.
Yeah,
and I'll part with the dice roll of Travion Henderson because he was an early money guy, and then he faded, and then so we're down to 30 seconds here. So how do you want to go? I do like the tight end pick here.
We can go Travion. It's a 1.75, and I think Warren is a really strong prospect, but
yeah,
he could go with the next pick.
All right,
go Travion, then Tyler Warren.
You know what? It's gonna tell me. It's gonna be like I wonder if it asks me again because Travis Hunter might go to Team of 6 right now. See how it goes.
Just gonna let the clock, the computer decide.
Yeah. All right, okay. I can set a player. Boom.
Yeah, set Travion in there.
All right.
Because I'd rather have Travion than especially if I'm mocking right now, not knowing what's going on. Yeah. I want the running back. Yeah. And then I think it's either Tyler Warren or Quinshon Judkins there.
Well, listen,
Caleb Johnson as well. Caleb Johnson's going to be. I don't know why he's behind Judkins, but
Caleb he just came out of nowhere. Then he was like locked into right in the middle of that rookie draft, and now he's like, I don't know, he's not getting as much fanfare as I guess Henderson shined in the playoffs. So
he did. The shine came back on Travion Henderson. You know that Henderson's been a Debbie Darling for a long time, and then had split time. Got injured a couple years ago. Had split time this year. Super effective.
I notice here. You notice the 3 running backs flying off the board. This is like a run. This is like it might be a running back run right now,
or it's just a running back heavy draft. I think it's going to look like this in real life.
Because how many times have we gotten burned? I mean, Brock Bowers is the exception, but pretty much every other time we've gotten burned with a tight end.
Not necessarily.
In the top 7-8 picks.
Kyle Pitts didn't burn you unless you kept him. Because what was his value? No, hold on.
He had a great first year, and then he towards the ACL.
But that's the thing. He didn't burn you if you traded him. Because you could have gotten 3 first.
Sure, man. If you, yes.
That's the thing. None of these guys, Sam Laporta didn't burn. You could have got at least a couple first for him. So,
well, Sam Laporta wasn't a first-round pick.
Was he a first-round dynasty pick?
No,
he was. Oh yeah, he was right there.
Sam Laporta.
He was late first, early second, but he didn't burn.
He was the second. He was a second-round rookie pick. No one likes Sam Laporta. He was one of the last tight ends taken. He was after Kincaid. Here we go. Set player. So who are we going here?
Let's go Warren.
I think that's
very accurate.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's let Dickie see what he's going to do.
All right, I'm interested.
Hey, while Dickie is making a choice, do you want to take a guess at what Mark Andrews' season high in yards was?
53.
Oh, it's a little higher than that.
77.
A little lower. Right in between there, basically. It's 68 yards.
Oh, did I just say 68 the same time you said 68?
Pinch Coke, give me a Coke.
Dang it.
Yeah, he had 68 a couple times, 67, 66. But that's pretty rough. If he averaged 68 yards a game, he would have like 1,070 or something like that over the season.
And that's when Junkins.
And that's a whole season of averaging it, and that was his season high. So
Yeah.
Quinshawn off the board, I like the pick. I think it's perfectly fine. But
Do you?
yeah, you don't like
Too early?
Junkins? Do I think that's too early for Quinshawn Junkins?
How about no? Okay, no, that's fine. No, I love. Yeah, he's nice to.
Not with all the questions.
I've only been briefly exposed to most of these guys, so
yeah. Well, these wide receivers are pretty rough, man.
I've known Travion Henderson for years. I've drafted him when he was like a freshman in college.
Well, Quinshawn Junkins was a monster at.
He's been on Devy teams for he hasn't
been on your Devy team.
He's on somebody's Devy team, and he was on somebody's Devy team 2 years ago.
Has been. Yep. Yeah, I mean, he burst onto the scene with 1,500 something yards his rookie season. I mean, his freshman season.
No. So the 9th, the 109. Yeah, man. I know. I mean,
this is either Burden or Caleb Johnson. That's
okay. Yeah, I was thinking Caleb Johnson just because the running back run is still happening. I mean, did you hear the latest rumor of 3 running back first round? 3 running backs in the first round?
No way. I'm not even sure there's 2. There's no way there's 3.
Hey, I'm just saying there was a legitimate NFL rumor from like a legit source. 3 running backs would be amazing for the live draft show. Because if you tune into the live draft show, we're going to have a good time. You know it. So tune in to the live draft show, night of the draft. We hanging out every pick, goofing off, having a good old time. Having a lot of guests coming through.
Watching Larry get angry because
we'll see.
The Jets trade up to get Shedeur Sanders.
There's been I hate the talks of giving up a future pick. Anyway,
well, I actually liked if they're considering moving up. What I saw today was like get the 105 and pick 137 and give up number 7 and 94. So they'd lose like 40 picks later to move up those couple spots. I actually don't mind that.
They were posting some dumb stuff. Just listen, man. I want Justin Fields. Give me Justin Fields.
Oh my gosh.
Love it, dude. Justin Fields.
I can't wait for you to have Justin Fields and to watch him run around and chuck the ball at people's feet.
Dude, I know how long I've wanted the Jets to have a running quarterback. Oh my God, my whole life.
What about the quarterback part?
Okay, all right, so we're going here, man. Doing? It's our pick right here. Caleb
what's Johnson? Team 9 doing? We doing Burden or Caleb Johnson? We're going Caleb Johnson?
Yeah, I'm feeling right, Caleb.
Put it in. Then Luther Burden goes to 1.
Ride the running backs, baby. Yeah. Ride them.
Luther Burden at the 110.
You like Burden? Okay, he's going to get some good capital, you think?
Yeah, I think so. He's going to be a first rounder.
I see him on the Bengals. You know, they're going to because they're going to like T. Higgins.
No, they're going to sign T. Higgins to a long-term deal.
They're going to isn't he franchised again?
No, they haven't yet, but they're going to. They have time to try and negotiate before they. But they're talking about like this year they're going to tag him again if they have to, but this time they're planning on giving him a long-term deal, which he's going to get like 26, 28 million a year, right? And then Jamar Chase is going to get like 40 mil a year.
It's similar. They're trying to map it off of the AJ Brown, Devonta Smith thing.
Yeah, the only problem is they need a defense and they can't afford to pay them if they keep paying these wide receivers and Joe Burrow.
Philly knows how to draft defense because everyone drafts offense and they've already had an offense. So they
just keep what it is. They just keep drafting all those Georgia defensive players.
Well, they collect all the defensive guys that fall to the back of the draft. They take the top defensive guy in the draft every year because everyone's drafting offense, and all of the great defensive players fall to the Eagles.
Right, throw Luther Burden on there, and let's let it ride.
We got 40 seconds to worry about that.
You don't want to let this draft happen.
I can't do it. I can't advance it.
You can't advance it? I thought you can manually do it. You have to wait for the timer to run out.
I don't know if I can mess with it.
I don't know. I have no
Let me
idea.
see. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
This is when we need multiple sleeper accounts so that we can be like, oh, let me jump in there and.
So okay, let me see if maybe I can do it. Oh yes, man. I only said player. I can interrupt this play. I can interrupt this message. Okay, with 10 seconds left. Who we getting? Who was getting him? Luther Burden.
It's 10 seconds left. We're finally doing it.
Yes. Okay. On my phone, I can do it. On the desktop, which I have on my second monitor, I cannot do it.
Yeah. So it's
Sleeper
Tim Hanshaw on the clock now.
Sleeper is wonky when it comes to the desktop.
Yeah, I've never tried. So there's Emeka Egbuka off the board.
I have him in the kitchen sink league. Ryan McDowell, who might have.
Yeah,
I know. And you know what? Do you want to? He had a couple of orphans. I should have got you to take one. That would have been great.
It's too late.
You're trying to get me to join. What kind of players does what kind of settings is
DDL3?
Yeah,
14 team Superflex auction, 2.0 tight end premium, I think. Start 11 or something like that. Let me give you an idea of some of the assets. One of the teams.
Yeah, you pressed all my buttons so far,
dude, and there's some assets. All right, Lamar Jackson is on this team. Let's see here: Ramondre Stevenson, Jonathan Taylor, Tyrone Tracy. It gets better. Don't worry. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson, Mark Andrews, Trey McBride, all on this roster. All right, and he's got his regular picks this year. And he's also got like Trey Harris.
Oh, Titan with the hold on. We interrupt this program. Oh, Jackson Dart, Hollywood Titan.
Wow.
Dang it. What a snipe. Love it, man. I'm going to have Dart in a lot of leagues. I'm having Dart in a lot of leagues.
Hollywood know that he doesn't play linebacker? Jackson Dart doesn't play linebacker? I'm just curious. Make sure. All right.
Yeah, but Dart's in your backyard, right?
He is. I think that he's going to be one of those guys that sneaks in the first round.
Is he like a Jake Plummer, Jake the Snake?
No, he's a better thrower than Jake Plummer.
Ooh.
I'm not sure he's a better quarterback, but he's a better thrower. It's two different things. We'll see.
Danny Suzo, you think he's this guy's fucking
I don't know. There's a green dot.
He did a what do they call that? A ding dong dash?
Yeah, maybe, but there's a green dot by his name. All right, let me get back to these assets.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if you heard all that, but there's a shit ton of stuff on that.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, yada.
Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Justin Jefferson, Trey McBride, Mark Andrews. Yeah.
How many players are in this?
There's 14 teams.
It's just one team?
No, there's
Trey Harris. Oh, speaking of Mississippi.
Did Trey Harris go off the board? He's on that roster.
He did.
And this other one, Dak Prescott, Ray Davis, Raheem Sanders, Keon Coleman, Brian Thomas Jr., Garrett Wilson, J.J. McCarthy, Theo Johnson. What's the other team? Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, C.J. Stroud, Braylon Allen.
Joe Burrow, huh? How many teams are in this dispersal?
14 teams. It's 14. Oh, three. Tyreek Hill.
I don't know, man. This is too much for me right now.
Brandon Ayuk, Chris Godwin.
Why is Danny Susan?
So there's some pieces in that dispersal.
Okay.
All right. So Trey Harris coming off the board before Travis Hunter. How do you feel about that?
Uncle Piff is upset.
He wanted Trey Harris.
Sounds like it.
Yep.
Well, Travis Hunter is heading into the combine as a cornerback, and that's disappointing for some. So it's going to be the conversations that he has there. But until then, I'm taking the other tight end that everyone's talking about that I also have in a Devy league. With 2 Devy leagues, I have Colston Loveland. He's allegedly going to get some round 1 draft capital. He's an athletic tight end that was the top tight end until Tyler Warren became the top tight end. It was all Colston Loveland up until recently. And then it was like, oh, Tyler Warren. So Colston Loveland could end up being the guy because that's how things roll. You never know. their two tight ends or the two top tight ends, and who knows how they'll roll. And Fannon's right up there too, so that's a good pick by Stephen Murphy.
I'm checking over here. I think he might be one of the tight ends that I snagged. He is. I got Colston Loveland in that league that we're talking about. Because I won't really be Debbie. So
I know you're a Fannin guy, right? So was that a potential snipe that just occurred here?
I am a Fannin guy, but it's a little too early for me.
Well, you know what? If it's not coming back to you and you need a tight end, you got to pounce on a 1.75. You got to roll the dice.
That's true. I'd rather get him at like the 208, 209.
I am enjoying as I see the available players, I am enjoying the depth of this second round as we are at the 205 spot. There's still at least 5 or 6 like
5 or 6, huh?
Well, I feel like at least that are players that have been talked about that all of a sudden are at the end of the second round of a rookie draft.
Well, we're not
on Travis Hunter, Jalen Milroe.
I'm not sure these guys are going to be there. You're talking about them being there at the end of the second round. I'm not sure they're going to be there at the end of the second round.
Well, they'll be gone. The next 5 guys are probably going to be gone soon.
Devin Neal's my pick.
All right.
I think there's a clear top 6 at running back, and then it gets a little fuzzy from there.
Does the Travis Hunter, is this like a reminiscent of the Aaron Rodgers draft, NFL draft?
Well, I don't know. Is Aaron Rodgers going to play free safety as well?
Why is he saying my bad? Oh, because he's just checked because he missed his answer. He missed being able to select Ashton Junti with his 101.
Yeah. Tim Hanshaw says, I was wondering when Neal was going to go. He's a late first rounder for me.
Hey, you guys, I hope these guys, I wonder if these guys know that the show is going on right now. Right? Oh, no. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus.
So what are we doing for this guy here? Is it Travis Hunter time?
Copy. Is it? Or is it hold on. Or is it Tez Johnson time, who no one could cover at the Senior Bowl? Not anyone could cover. No, I'm okay with either or, I guess, at this point. Right now, I mean, listen, it's February 19th, so it's like
a bunch of Senior Bowl guys couldn't cover him, but is he gonna be able to play the same way at the pro level at that size?
How about if folks said this dude would be the 102 if he was a wide receiver, and just because he was labeled something, it's worth the gamble at the 206 compared to what's out there. I mean, I guess it's the same kind of gamble as Milroe at this point, but I don't know. It is a tough call here. It's up. The 2 guys. There's a few guys that have ups. There's a lot of upside guys here.
I don't think anybody has as much upside as Travis Hunter. If he's a wide receiver,
we got to go Travis Hunter.
I think kind of have to. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I like it.
Now you can go Tez, or you can go Isaiah Bond, who's a little bit more traditional wide receiver.
Oh, this is a super flex too. Jalen Milroe doesn't. You don't think that guy's going to go early second round? Or he's going to be one of those 3rd, 4th, 5th round guys?
No, I think he's probably a second rounder. But what's that mean for him? I mean, the guy cannot throw the ball.
He'll see the field. That's for sure.
Will he?
Okay. Well, I like both Isaiah Bond and Tez Johnson, so I don't care.
I think I would go Isaiah Bond, but that's just me.
Yeah, Isaiah Bond used to be heavily touted before all these other guys just kind of rose above him. So
but he's going to be an early second rounder, so I wouldn't really worry about him.
Right. Okay, here we go. I could do this manually with a minute to go. Manually set player, and this is going to be Isaiah Bond. Douche. There you go. All right. And Dickie has the floor.
We're both typing.
Oh,
You're
shit,
sending
yeah.
links. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yes.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Great podcast.
Well, that's easy to delete later. Big
Yeah.
flat spot on the
I'll
Audacity
trim
thing.
that one down. But hey, Dylan Sampson. Now we just had Jax Falcone, who was he was a Dylan Sampson guy. And speaking of Jax Falcone, he was a good guest, and we have some good guests coming on soon. We have
We
a whole
do.
slew of guests that are going to be
It's
gonna be
guest
a lot of
season.
fun. Next few weeks are going to be a lot of fun in the holla, right? We live in a holla. Hey, Justin. Hey. This we kind of live in a holla because we have to speak to each other like this in order to communicate.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. For you, you just have to yell over the noise of the cars.
Oh, yeah. What the police cars and the ambulances?
Right. All the sirens. Yeah.
So I made that trade. I feel like I made another trade. All right. So Dylan Sampson. I don't know how you don't go Milrow here because he's going to be an early pick. Unless you're in love with Tez Johnson, who everyone is in love with Tez Johnson, even though this dude is probably way skinnier than anybody.
He's Devontae Smith size.
He's smaller than him.
Well, no, he's not actually. His BMI is actually higher because he's 3 inches shorter at the same weight.
He's 5'10", 165.
Is what he's listed.
Tez Johnson.
Yeah, but what's his name was 6'1", 165.
Well, that's 3 inches taller. So I guess he's skinnier. Who knows? Makes Tez Johnson stockier.
Yeah, it's a little higher BMI. I don't know if I call anybody
funnier then, right?
I don't know if I'm calling anybody that's 165 stocky.
No, you're 165. You're delivering pizza, man. Right?
Yeah. Well, you need to be eating some of that pizza.
Yeah.
We're running marathons, baby. Either way, your choice.
165, 125. Yeah. No. I think the pick's gotta still be Jalen Milrow here. They gotta go with a quarterback. He's gonna get some capital. Who are you leaning? What do you like? Who do you like? Golden? You like Golden? Matthew Golden's gonna get some first round. He's been getting a lot of hype lately.
I don't think so. I don't think he comes anywhere close to the first round. Man, I don't know. This is where I was talking about. Like after you were like, oh, the late second. This is when it gets real ugly. Like you're thinking you're reaching for players. Like, oh, could it be, whatever. Like, it just there's a player invalid in the list here. I don't know who that is. I don't know. That's probably Ollie Gordon. No, because it's a wide receiver.
What are you talking about? Ollie Gordon's been drafted already.
Oh, did he?
He went early.
Oh, he did. He went right before Harold Fannin. I'm trying to figure out who the player invalid is.
Oh, well, why don't you make your pick? Who you like?
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. It's ugly is what it is. It's fucking ugly.
Matthew Golden's going to get some draft capital. Yeah. I mean,
where do you think Matthew Golden actually goes?
Who knows?
I don't
know. I know nothing, man. I'm just going on with
a third rounder. Like
I'm just ebb and flowing with the ocean of fantasy football analysts.
I mean, I guess I might just go Jalen Milrow or Tez. There's so many question marks at this point that I'm basically out on everybody after this.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's ugly. Is there anybody in this group that you're like, yeah, I gotta have him? We could reach and go Cam Scatterbo.
Nah, let's go Milrow.
All right, let's go Milrow.
QB.
We still have another.
Team 10. So who do you like here? Tez?
Yeah, probably.
All right, Tim. Hopefully we didn't snipe Tez from Tim. Ooh.
You're going to have to mute the effects there.
Yeah. I wish I knew what the hell that guy's name was that he drafted.
Elik Ayamanar.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, once the running backs thin out, the draft thins out. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 running backs drafted already.
Listen, I love and to Uncle Pick, Zach, I love the Ollie Gordon pick. Hold on.
I didn't even realize that it happened. I was looking at something else between Colston and Harold Fannin.
Hell yeah, man. That's when Ollie Gordon should go. That's a great pick. He could sneak into the first round. We talked about it with Jax.
He cannot sneak into the first round.
Yes.
There's no room for him in the first round. In the first round of the NFL draft and the first round of fantasy drafts, there's no room for him.
Fantasy draft.
There's no room for him.
You don't think so?
Jaden Higgins goes next. Dude,
Whoa.
mute your sleeper stuff. You got the sleeper thing pulled up on your computer, isn't it? Xavier Restrepo just goes. So now we're on the wide receivers because everyone has realized that there's nothing left.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a wide receiver run. That's 4 in a row.
Well, I know who I'm going to go here. I'm going to take the guy that everybody's talking about now. Boom. Matthew Golden. The Golden Boy. He's going to take me to the promised land. Scattaboo.
Dude, mute your sleeper stuff on your computer. Hit the sound button up there next to the notifications. Hit the sound button. There you go. All right, so Cam Scatterbo goes off, then Jalen Royals. I know nothing about Jalen Royals.
And this is why rookie draft should only be 3 rounds, right?
I mean,
there are guys that are, there's some hardcore guys that are being like, oh, that's so deep.
We're going to find, like,
Arian Brown.
I think people are going to be excited about getting a Jordan James and Damian Martinez in the 3rd and 4th round of drafts. Yes.
So what's interesting is there's been 4 quarterbacks drafted in the first 2 and almost half rounds. Quinn Ewers is still out there. He's probably going to go.
He's a second rounder.
He's going to go a couple picks. If he's a second rounder, he's going to go in the second round of the.
He's not going. I don't know if he goes in the second round of. Well, he might if he's an early second rounder. Man, this is tough. Just because I don't really like messing with this realm, but I think I'm just going to stick at running back. I'm just going to go Jordan James.
Jordan James.
I think he'll be a when he gets an opportunity, a decent 3-down back. He's definitely not going to step into a starter role in the NFL. But injuries happen, and he'll get a shot, and you'll be able to start him in some spots. I think he's strong enough to be a direct backup. All right, so what are we doing with these next couple picks with these guys?
I mean, I think that's either got to be Quinn Ewers or I was kind of hoping he'd fall to me. I don't even want to give him. I don't want to give it away. I guess I don't get another pick.
You don't have another pick,
so RJ Harvey, running back, UCF.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that pick.
He's just he's kind of like he's the RB10 in DLF ranks.
He's small at 5'8", so just under 5'8" is what they're saying.
He's also old. I mean, he's the guy taking the 3rd round of a rookie draft. He's 24 years old.
Right. All these running backs at this point, it's not like you're hoping for a 10-year career out of
Darian Brown was a Devi guy not too long ago.
He's a Devi guy, and he's toast. He's dead in the water.
Yeah, he's a Devi guy that you hopefully didn't draft.
Right. He never did anything at Kentucky. He's supposed to be sent, all world, and all he's done is regress all 3 years. Like, why did you even enter into the NFL draft?
You know who's out there? And who had who was in love with this guy? Aronde Gadsden. Gadsden?
Yeah,
tight end.
Yeah. He's out there. I'm not sure what kind of draft capital he's going to get. He's going to be a 4th, 5th rounder.
That's who Dallas Hyder was in love with. He was a big. He was all over that guy. He said he's going to have him in every rookie draft.
Yeah. Well,
so you got to think of him going.
It's going to be easy to get him in the 4th or 5th round of drafts.
Well, who's going to go now? It's our pick. It's that player. Quinn Ewers.
Gross.
Dylan Gabriel. RJ Harvey. Aronde Gadsden. Jack Besh.
I think I'd probably go Harvey. Either Harvey or Jaden Higgins. I guess that would be my 2 votes. Is Higgins still or is he gone?
I don't know.
Jaden Higgins got taken at the 212.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Team 7, we're up again. So Quinn Ewers.
Sure.
It's 3rd round, middle of 3rd round. Who knows? 3rd round QB.
Exactly. It's kind of like taking a shot at Spencer Rattler and just whatever. Vicky says you can't go wrong just picking the best RB available. No matter your spot. It's true. This year especially. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, once it gets to the end of the 2nd round, it gets gross. I like through the middle of the 2nd round. If you can trade into the first 18 picks of a draft, you feel good. Maybe even the first 20 picks. And then after that, it gets ugly. Because if you look at that 1st round or that 2nd round, Jalen Milroe, Tez Johnson, Ayamanar, or however you say his name, Jaden Higgins, Restrepo, Matthew Golden. I know you were.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing we kept it to 3 rounds. Jeez, everybody's nobody exists.
Right. Especially because we haven't had the underwear Olympics yet. So
yeah. I just love that Gadsden. I'm all over. Hey, Dallas Hyder was in love with this guy. I love Dallas Hyder's take.
In there because we're in charge of the next 2 picks. So throw Gadsden in there. That's fine.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's just make it. This guy's reaching. Nobody likes Gadsden. He's going to take him. Could be a steal.
Yeah, could be.
Team 10. The only guy we're seeing here is Dylan Gabriel, Barry Brown, Tony Horton, Savion Williams. Ooh, he's a good wide receiver. Riley Leonard. We can know there's no more quarterbacks.
No, please don't draft.
Donovan Edwards. There's another guy who used to have some capital.
Yeah.
Trevor Etienne is still out there, I believe, isn't he?
He probably is. Yes, he should stay there because he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, Trevor Etienne.
For someone who hates injuries, I'm surprised you even mentioned his name.
How about? Well, I have him in another W League. How about Jack Besh? He was the sweetheart of the. Yeah, 310. Jack Besh. This guy was the MVP of the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. At this point, especially with this queue, it's like there's going to be a lot of movement in this.
He might get some. Actually, Besh might get some draft capital because the book on him is he just catches everything. He doesn't drop anything. It can be like a steal in the 3rd round. Caught the game-winning pass. Didn't he lost a sibling? He lost his brother or something.
Shit, I don't know, man.
And then he had that. Then he caught the game-winning pass in the Senior Bowl. It was like a big deal, man. It was a big story. He had a huge game.
I need to go down to the Senior Bowl sometime and just hang out.
How far is that from you?
3.5, 4 hours maybe.
I will fly down. Why not? I have nothing else going on. I mean, I guess I kind of have stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, I do. But how long would that trip be?
For who? For me?
Yeah, if you were going to go to the Senior Bowl, would you just go for
4 hours max? 4 hours max.
No, but like how long?
No, I'm not going down there for a day. Shit, no. I go down there for like 2-3 days, at least.
2-3 days. That might be something I might be able to pull off. That would be. I'd be down for that. Let's think about that.
I'm looking up when it is next year. I'm gonna see if they posted the.
They did. That's definitely out there.
The only problem is, man, it interferes with the end of my hunting season. Damn it.
Oh, yeah?
That's what it is.
How about you put your hunting rookies? You're looking at like
I could probably go hunting down there somewhere, and then I could take you hunting.
or we could just go hunting for chicken wings. Donovan Edwards.
Like I said, at this point, people are just like, "Oh, I recognize that person."
Dylan Gabriel. Blah. There's no real running backs. That time's up.
So I'm curious. I'm interested to see. Oh well, Hollywood's not online, so he didn't want to do the last one.
Right,
Dickie said, "Let's do it next year." It's Mobile, not mobile. It's Mobile.
Who said mobile?
No. Jim Dickey's asking, is it Mobile or mobile?
Oh man.
Mobile.
What was his TV on mute all the time? Does Dickie even have a TV?
Someone in the industry says mobile, and I can't remember who it is, and I'm like, God, it just drives me nuts. Like, damn it, it's not mobile. It's Mobile.
All right. Is there anything we want to view? Nothing
Well, let's see. Let's kind of go back to the first round.
Right, hold on. Let me fix some. Let's get us out of here. Well, that kind of, that might.
Yes, Dickie spelled mobile, but pronounced Mobile.
All right.
Mobile, Alabama. I'm from about 45 minutes from there, Dickie.
You're 45 minutes from Mobile, Alabama?
Well, when I went to high school, about 45 minutes from Mobile. Yeah. All right. So in that first round, obviously we had five running backs go. Interestingly, 3 wide receivers go, but the second one doesn't go to the 110. So you had Tet in a tier of his own.
I might reconsider and take Cam Ward if he gets like a nice sweet spot. I mean,
yeah. That's what I was saying. Like once we see some landing spots, if he gets
as I'm looking at it now, like the science should be you take that QB that's going to go with that 102.
Yeah.
When everyone was saying Ted McMillan would be like the 103, 104 last year, it's not really that reassuring. Or after Neighbors. Am I making any sense?
Say that again. I was reading.
I don't know. I like the Jackson Dart pick at the turn there, 112. I mean, that guy goes top 12. He's not lasting to the 12.
No, I think that's sneaky in a pre-draft mock right there, because I think he's going to climb.
I mean, I'm not in any drafts that occur before the draft, so this is like interesting.
I'm in one, and I have 6 first-round picks, but I can also take future firsts. So,
1.75 Warren,
because it's a setup similar to the hot sauce as far as drafting future picks. So that should be interesting. Because I have the 102. I try to look, and I don't think that the guy who has the 101 is QB needy, which is disappointing. Because I was hoping that he would need to take a quarterback. He's got Jordan Love, Michael Penix. So I wonder if he takes a quarterback, like if Cam Ward, or if he just goes with Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
I would love if he went with Ashton Genty, because I'm loaded. I have Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud, and JJ McCarthy in that league. So I would love if he didn't force me to try and take a quarterback or run a quarterback. Excuse me.
Is there any scenario where Sanders moves up, so Shador gets a little closer to that top spot?
No, not over Cam Ward. He just doesn't have any rushing upside.
Well, what about inside the top 4?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the draft, all right. I'm going.
The what?
If you pull up if you look at the draft order, I mean, if the Giants take Shador Sanders, why wouldn't you move him up in the top 4? Right?
Because you're going to get at least 3 years out of him.
I mean, they're going to They're going to play him, obviously.
Yeah, Sanders is going to be. So when you think it's all said and done, so if you're saying if this was a money rookie draft of like $1,000 league, this first round's not going this way.
No, it is absolutely not. There's going to be more security taken with the quarterbacks. You know,
Well,
the
the
quarterback.
101 does the 101 change in $1,000 league?
No. In fact, I think it means more to have Ashton Genty in $1,000 league because you're going to get. I think you're going to get earlier production out of him. $1,000 league, it might be one of those where you win and you leave. You're like, fuck it, I won. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
what I'm
like,
saying is,
I don't want to play in a league like that because I like to leave the casino when I'm up. You know,
right. My point was with the quarterbacks. Do the quarterbacks move up? If this is like, oh, it's $1,000 dynasty league or whatever, $5,000, $10,000. Am I those quarterbacks moving up for me because of the stakes? Do I want to roll the dice a little more, taking the QBs?
you think it's rolling the dice more? See, I would consider that the safer pick because we know they're going to get draft capital, and we don't know which of these running backs is going to get draft capital. Like if you had to draft right now in a $1,000 league, there's no way you're taking Omarion and Hampton over Shedeur Sanders. There's no way you're taking Luther Burden over Jackson Dart. I don't think, or especially Ibuka, just because the QB is safer. Especially, I mean, really, the top two QBs are safe, and we all think that Jackson Dart ends up in the top half of the first round. I think that's where everybody's leaning. I mean, you wouldn't. There is a 0% chance that Omarion Hampton is going at the 104 in a $1,000 buy-in league.
Hey, even if he has the first round draft capital,
I don't think there's any chance he gets first round draft capital.
If he does, and he might.
Well, that changes things. I don't know why. Where's the buzz coming that he's going to be a first rounder, though? I've not heard that. Dickie says, I think in a $1,000 league, guys will always draft for win now, which is the right way to do it because you can't afford to be like, I'm going to wait 3-4 years and then hope to be competitive.
So you're not going to take the young QB. Yeah, because
I'm not going to.
Why are you joining a $1,000 dynasty league? You want to get a $1,000 redraft league, is what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, I don't mind playing a $1,000 dynasty league. I think you draft differently there. You know, I'm not dogging on Omarion, Steven. I'm just saying, like, he's not good. If you're playing a $1,000 league, there's a whole lot more security in taking a Shedeur Sanders than a Hampton. I don't mind him, but I don't think that he squeezes into the first round. No. I think he's the early second round guy.
Nice. I should put this one on the board.
Oh, you breaking out the board?
Should I?
Yeah, sure.
No Fields 3/26/24. No Fields week 1, 2025. That was yours.
Yeah, but then Russell Wilson got hurt. That's not fair. As soon as Russell Wilson was healthy, he took his job back.
Gesicki 6 TDs. How many do you have?
Oh, this is good. I forgot about this board. Gesicki stats. He probably had close to 6 TDs.
I don't think so. I think he had like 4, maybe.
Oh, he had 2 TDs. What was another one?
Bowers top 8.
Who said
Worthy? Worthy top 13.
Oh, that didn't happen, but he did come on late.
Yeah.
Was that me as well?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he came on late, obviously. Yeah, Bowers. I nailed the Bowers, obviously. I mean, I don't even know why I said top 8. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bowers top 8. I said yeah. You said yes. I said no.
Well, you're an idiot.
It was just for dramatic reasons.
What did I said? Xavier Worthy top 13, or you did?
Worthy top 13. Nah, you probably said that.
Man,
I don't know. I have to do a better job of detailing this stuff.
Yeah.
All
Are
over
there
the
any others on there, or is that
There isn't,
basically?
it's all cryptic. I don't know. It's weird.
It'd
Oh, it is. It's
be
just
like JR and then
it just says
whatever, and then
over.
LM. Yeah.
It just says over under QB W QB over under 4.5 over 4.5 QB. Is that all
Oh,
field?
taken in the first round. Taken in the first round.
Oh,
You were way right on that one because it ended up being 6.
okay.
I thought it was under on that. Yeah. What else was there?
W 6.5.
Wide receivers 6.5. I said under.
No, you said over.
No way. I said over
We
on
both
6.
said over.
We both said over
Okay,
on.
that was top 8. You said yes. I said no.
Oh, that was top 8 in the draft. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
So it must be NFL draft stuff. Top 7 trade. What does that mean?
How many trades were in the top? Was there a top trade? Was there a trade in the top 7?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Whatever. We'll revisit that board. Which one did you say?
Vicky says the THC board. Yeah, that's about right. I like it. We should call it the THC board from here on out.
I like it too. Is Dickie in Ruben's league? This league?
He is. He is.
Who else?
I don't know who else is in there. It's not a whole lot of people that you know, or that I know, for that matter.
I don't know. I'm in a couple of leagues with these guys.
Yeah, I don't know most of these guys. One of the teams is Shane's that he left.
So he left it.
Yeah, well, he's dumping all his MFL leagues.
Well, we'll get into all that. Shane is the worst. Coming on the show in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Next week or 2 weeks?
Oh, the 10th. The 10th.
March 10th.
So we have what? The 25th we have.
We got a nice
list.
I love it. Love the list.
We can give the list of who's coming up so people can know.
Yeah. Let's do it. I should hire someone to make a fancy sign about it. Looking at my text messages right now. Here we go.
All right, so we got Brandon Lejeune next week. Garrett Price the week of the 3rd.
Dynasty Price.
Yep. And then we got Shane, and then we got Swags on the 19th.
Yes. And then Johnny Law, baby, the Gridiron Scholar.
We get him on the next week. Yep.
We touched base with him today. Or the past couple of days, we've been corresponding with the Gridiron Scholar. We're going to have him on. We wanted to have him on. I love when he comes on for the draft. I guess maybe we should try to get him to come on during the actual draft, because he's come on. We usually have him on right after the Super Bowl, right around the Senior Bowl. And he gives us that analysis, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't know what he usually does during the draft.
Yeah, he's been on the draft. He's been on our draft show 2 times.
Yeah, he has. He's popped in, but I never know what people.
Yeah, he's probably a pop-in guy. So let's get him on now. Maybe he'll still be fresh. Will still be fresh in his mind, and he'll come back and join us for the draft. What pick do the Broncos have? They might end up with Ashton Ginty. That would be amazing.
They would. That would be amazing.
Obviously, the Falcons won't be fantasy friendly at all, right?
No, I can't imagine. They might take a wide receiver.
Ooh.
They could do wide receiver, but I think they're probably going to focus on the defense.
Right.
Maybe they could have a wide receiver in the 2nd or 3rd round.
I
don't know. There's going to be it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, because there's not in the top of the draft. There's not that many needy teams for pieces. Like Cleveland, I don't know what they do. Do they take a quarterback with the Deshaun Watson situation, or do they just ride it out and go elsewhere? Does Tennessee trade out? But I mean, I don't know. New England needs a wide receiver, but I'm not sure that 4 is the right place for them to do it. In fact, if I'm New England, I'm trying to reach out to the Jets and see if I can't move back to 7 or
Memphis.
maybe even New Orleans and move back to 9. Then take the wide receiver I want there.
I remember. Okay. So this was the trade that I mentioned earlier that I couldn't find.
All right, let's hear it.
He wanted to send me Tua, the 111 and the 104 for Penix 106, 110. So I'm dropping from 111 to 110. Oh, he's giving me the 111 for my 110. But he's giving me the 104 for my 106.
And you would get Tua.
We swapped Tua for Penix, right? So it's really a drop from 6 to 4.
I would wait. I thought it was is it Penix and the 4?
It's Penix and a 6 for Tua and a 4.
I would take 2 and the 4 for me personally.
I don't want Tua. I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just take a quarterback, I guess, with that 4th pick. I mean, I have the 2 and the 3. I have the 2 and the 3. I have the 2, 3, and 5. And 6. I have the 2, 3, 5, 6. 10.
2, 3, 5, 6. That's a lot of picks, man.
2, 3, 5, 6, 10.
In that situation, I don't think there's any reason to move up.
Right. I don't need to. Especially because I don't like Tua anyway.
Right.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first-round picks.
It's irrational hate for Tua.
And yeah, I don't like Tua.
And
I have a bunch of second-round picks too. This was like my year that I plan. You plan for in the rebuild. This is the year.
Well, it's a great year to have one of the top 20 picks, and then after that,
I'm gonna have a shit ton of picks in the top 20.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 picks in the top 20. And I have the spot. I have the bench. Anyway.
Yeah. That's the key part about it though, is if you're gonna be rebuilding, you need to have the bench space to take all these picks. Like that's another reason that I don't know if I want to take 6 first-rounders in that draft if I want to get future first, because, well, first of all, I'll be taking 2027 first. And there's a couple players in that draft that are freaking looking good.
2027?
In 2027.
Oh.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith.
Well, yeah. Everyone's been talking about him since he was like in high school.
Well, that's because he's he's only like 16. I mean, he's barely gone through puberty. What was he, 17 most of the season or something?
I wish I had some trade offers. I don't even have any offers.
You don't have nothing, huh? Yeah, it's been quiet in my world too. So, Dickie says he needs to buy some Mr. CTE. Get him some Tua.
Nice. So I don't know, man. What do you think? Want to wrap it up? I was excited to do the mock drafts. I wanted to do.
Had you looked at anything past like the initial, like first round? Had you looked past that into any of the rookies yet?
No.
Right.
Not really.
I had not truly looked hard into it, but man, looking at it afterward, it was. Oof.
I like it. It kind of trails off towards the end of the second round.
It absolutely does. Yeah.
But who knows? The draft capital that these guys get might alter this stuff a bit. I mean, look at these. What did both Jax Falcone and Dallas Hyder, very Debbie knowledgeable guys, both said there'd be 5 or so tight ends taken. And what do you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Mystery mock number 1 down the tubes. This is going to change. It's going to change some. in the next coming weeks.
Yeah, it is. It's going to change a lot.
So I'm excited. Get some guys on talking about the combine. I did not realize the combine started up so quick, but let's go, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, come March the 1st, we're gonna have a true hype train going after the offensive skill position.
Well, and free agency when that kicks off. March is gonna be fun, baby. Every year.
It is gonna be fun.
All right. What do you think? What do you think? Anything else we're gonna talk about? We're gonna wrap things up.
No, that's it. Hey, if you're looking for a orphan little dispersal, hit me up on X, Twitter.
I know things are kind of dead.
Mailbox.
Things are kind of dead in the X fantasy world, the fantasy football X world.
It's dead
right?
all over right now.
It's kind of like, we'll talk about
Everybody's
that.
in a lull. Everybody's in a fantasy lull right now.
Yeah. Let's get to trading, folks. Let's get to trading. Let's party next time. Thanks for listening to the Dynasty Hot Sauce Pod.
1, 2, 3, 4.